welcome to this edition of DreKen Talk. I'm your host, DreKen, and today for our Dawg Edition, we have two-time defending champion, Tre Lawing. Tre, is just coming off a state championship victory last week. Tre, just tell us how that felt coming off your second one in a row.
It felt good. You know, we worked hard all year. We heard the talk. Every year, it's the same thing. They talk about how the seniors from the past years gone. So we really had a chip on our shoulder. Then without Coach Smith, it was even big. We had even more motivation to go out there and just win it all.
Yep. We're going to talk about Coach Smith later, but yeah, you know, they talked about you. They always talk about the seniors that's leaving out, but they forgot you have been a starter since as a freshman, and you lost the state semifinals, and then you won two back-to-back. So, you know, hey, they can talk all they want, but it seems like as long as you in the picture, you guys have a chance or even going to win it. So let's just talk about just your team and the leadership qualities that you bring to your team.
You know, honestly, we had I wouldn't say a young team, but a team that hadn't been there. Like the team, this year's team, it was different because we had a lot of people that hadn't been in this situation. That playoff experience, hadn't had that experience. So honestly, through the whole season, I'm sitting back, I'm relaxed with them. But then when the playoffs come, I was just like a whole different. I took it to a whole nother level, trying to show them this is what it's gonna be like. It's win or lose. You lose, you done. Ain't gonna be no next week. So we just put the pieces together, executed, and got it done.
Well, that's one thing that I always knew about you since you were little. You always were a leader. You always played with emotion, but it was a controlled emotion. You can look at your pregame, you can look at even the still photo shots that everybody got, and you can still see the excitement on your face. But that's just a testament to your leadership ability. Like I said, you're still a junior, so you got another year, so you can three-peat. But just tell us about, you know, what you got. I mean, your work regimen this summer leading into this season, knowing that it was going to be a short season. Not the summer, but the wintertime leading into this season.
Working out 2 times a day. I started working out 5 o'clock in the morning, getting up 5 o'clock in the morning, going to work out before school. Honestly, trying to show the team that this is what it's going to take for us to win. Everybody has to be putting in their work. You know, the game, it's not won during the practices and during, you feel me, like the week during the games and stuff like that. The game is won the off season when you put in that work, when nobody's watching, behind closed doors, watching film. You know, spent lots of hours, lots of nights staying up, watching film, trying to find ways to get better every day.
And that's one thing that you seldom see in high school football is a lot of film study by the individuals, because let's be real, you got schoolwork, you got practice, then you got your social life. So, you know, that, again, just lets me know what's important to you. Let everybody know what's important to you because you took the time out to do that. And film study makes everything all easy. You're a phenomenal athlete, and you're also a smart cerebral guy. So you mix that with everything you got, and that's the combination that's becoming the outcome of your end of your seasons by state championship wins. Let's just talk about back in the day, how you all came up. You was an Under Armour All-American in Little League. You used to big-time games, so I can see why this doesn't bother you as much because you're used to playing in those big-time games. So just talk to the people a little bit about, you know, the come up, where you come from, how you started, and where you're going.
Well, I grew up in the small town Appotomax. You know, not a lot of people know about it, but, you know, we got people that come out. I had people like D-1 Scruggs I looked up to, watching them lead the team, win state championships. So through youth league, I was always, you know, trying to find a way to be at the right spot. But now I'm working all the time, nonstop. You know, growing up, I played for Elite. We went to Florida a couple years. So honestly, going against that great talent and, you know, getting that exposure, it was honestly helpful, because now when I'm in high school, it's like it's nothing. I've already been here.
Already. And yeah, you brought up some D-1 Scruggs. Appotomax been loaded for a while, and I had a viewer wanted me to ask you this question. with the talent level that comes through, how are you guys maintaining and keeping them guys coming through winning state champion? I think you were 5 out of the last 6 years you guys were either won it or was in the championship. So just tell me what some of the formula that Coach Smith got working down there.
It's like I said, it's a small town that nobody really knows about. So it's talent that people don't even see. It's people that they don't even know. Athletes that grow up in areas that you wouldn't even think they would be growing up in. We got a lot of athletes that people never see, like Coach Smith, and then Coach Smith, he makes sure that we in the weight room 24/7, getting that work in, because without the weight room, you ain't going to be nothing.
Absolutely.
You got to put that work in if you want to win. And I think everybody realized that, so that's just what we do.
Yep. So let's talk about Coach Smith now. Coach Smith, great guy. Coach Smith I think he has cancer, and he's at Duke.
No, he's back now.
Okay, but he was
back at home. He was at Duke.
He was at Duke during the season. So that's a testament as well, because you got your coach that's fighting for his life, and he's still every day calling, making sure that the practices are running well, game planning, while this man is literally, sick. I mean, so I can see how that trickles down from the top, and I see why you guys are so solid. So let's just talk about what Coach Smith means to you, and and just tell us some things that he told you that stuck with you to make you as successful as you are.
Words can't even explain the feeling and to how to describe someone like Coach Smith. Like I say all the time, he's like another father figure for real. And people, he makes impacts in people's life and my life that people don't even see. Like, even when he was there at practice, at school, he checks on you, make sure you're okay, make sure you're doing good on your grades, family life, anything, so anything that we could do to give it back to him, that's what we're gonna do, because we know if he was there for us, then he would be putting in that work for us. So that was everything we could do, give it back to him.
Yeah, I mean, I had a great head coach, Coach Bo Henson, EC Glass, legendary, and it meant the world to me. We're gonna talk about your family and everything, but like I always said, my dad always been in my life, like yours, great parents, but it always make you feel better as a parent that you got someone there for you when you go to school, that he's okay, because Coach Smith, Coach Henson gonna be taking care of you. He's gonna treat you like you his own. He's gonna teach you how to be a man. He's gonna tell you right from wrong, and they're not gonna sugarcoat that. So I know what type of impact that has in the development of a player, because like I said, Coach Smith and Coach Henson pretty much cut from the same cloth. I see that a lot with him. It's more than football to him. He's a man of faith. And that sums it up right there. I mean, he's a man of faith, and everything else that falls up under that, it is trickled down to you guys and your team. And I see the community is strong down there. I mean, that's some of the dopest stuff I ever seen, how strong the community is. Every away game, you guys got a herd of people coming with you. Even if they can't go, they sending you off well. So just talk about a little bit about your community down in Appotomax.
Coach Smith has built the community. It's crazy for real, because honestly, when you got a town behind your back, you playing for something even bigger. Watching them come out even before that state game, we coming through the town and we see all these people that ain't even been able to come to the games, but they want to come out and cheer, send us off the right way. It's honestly a blessing for real. Absolutely. Just to see our community behind us. When you have a community that's together, it makes life way better for real.
No doubt. And that's one thing that was missing in the city. I mean, you guys are a much smaller school, but I came to your games. Your games have much bigger turnouts, and that's just a great thing to have. Like, when you have a town, a whole city backing you, a whole town backing you, I mean, like I said, it just makes kids and your team feel like, we owe them just as much as we owe ourselves. And I think that's a great culture that Coach Smith and the guys that he's brought through has instilled down there. And getting back to family, man, family is big for you. You got a big family, big local supporters, mom great, dad great. I've witnessed dad and mom take you everywhere. And let's just talk about what family means to you and how important they are in your progression as becoming a man and a football player.
Like you said, I got a big family. You know, everyone, they support me. They take me anywhere I gotta go. You know, they've been there for me my whole life. So honestly, I'm just trying to put them in the right spot, put myself in the right spot, so years down the road I can come back to them and say, y'all ain't got to work no more. That's my biggest goal, to just go out and work, do whatever I got to do, just so they don't have to work no more, because they done gave everything to me my whole life.
That's a beautiful thing, man. Family is everything. Like, you know, we talk about some people, you know, how families, they don't get along and things of that nature. And realistically, especially in the athletic world, man, I don't care who you are. Anybody 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 go through any type of difficulty in family, it affects them on the playing field. And I just, you know, applaud your family, your extended family, and the community, and just the way they have always been there for you in particular, and just how, you know, they, like I said, your dad called me, we talk a lot. You know, there's always something about it. There's always great news. And the good part about it is it's paying off. You're starting to get a lot of Power 5 looks. You got a couple of Division I double, the FCS schools that's already offered you everything. But let's just talk about, what are you looking for? What level are you looking to play on? And, like, who is your favorite?
I'm looking to play Division I. You know, that's my goal. You know, I really don't see nothing lower.
Yeah.
That's my goal every day, to strive to put that work in. Because playing Division I, it's not just you gonna put that work in to be there. You gotta put the overtime in. You gotta wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, like I said, go work out. Because, you know, when you get to Division I, it's gonna be them early morning practices.
Yeah.
And those tour-a-days. So you gotta do something to prepare yourself for that next level. So that's just what I'm trying to do, prepare myself for the next level.
No doubt. And you're doing a great job. And from talking to you and just following you and then being around you, I always knew and I always noticed that you love the process. You love the working out. You love the camps. You love all that stuff, man. And that's the key to success. Game time is just fun time. That's where you have your fun. And everybody loves games. But when you can fall in love with the process of being the best, man, it makes all the difference in the world. So, with that being said, you've talked about your process, and you've talked about family and the community and all the support system you got. What is your ultimate goal after college?
After college?
Yes, we know you want to play college football, which is a definite. But we want to know what it is after college. What is Tre Lawing interested in besides football and sports?
I want to make a bigger impact in the world.
Okay.
I'd rather see the world, everybody doing good. So whatever I can do to make the world better, that's what I'm gonna do. I like working with kids, trying to put them on the right path, because I've seen kids go downhill.
Yeah.
I've seen talent go to waste. So honestly, my biggest goal, other than football, is to work on those kids that don't have nothing, that don't have the people in their life that put them on the right track. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna try to make the impact in the world in those kids.
Man, that is honorable and respectable as it get, because us adults sometimes forget, like, we was kids one time, we ain't listen to no adults a lot of times. Some of us did, but I mean, you know, we listened, but you going to a kid and them seeing you on TV every weekend, you ran that same as you going to them, talking to them, and me going to them, talking to them, it's going to be a totally different thing. They're going to listen to you because, one, Tre don't get in no trouble. Tre is an excellent student. Tre is a dog on the field. Tre is a great person. I mean, you got all the leadership, you got all the qualities of being an outstanding person, man, and your thought process is impressive. I mean, because, like, most people go, after college, you know, I want to go to the NFL, which is great. That's the ultimate goal. Pray to God you get there. You got an awesome chance of getting there. But for you giving back to the community and helping somebody else as the most important thing for you speaks volumes to you and your family. And again, Tre, like, in closing, man, you got one more season. One more season. What we looking for next year?
A big year, back to the same place I was at.
Yeah.
State championship.
Yeah.
You know, it's my senior year. I've been around for a while. I waited for this to come. You know, honestly, the emotions is running high. I'm ready for it now, to be honest.
Yeah, I can tell. I can tell that you like, and that's it. Your motor don't stop, man. Your motor don't stop. That's the keys to success. That's the keys to success, man. And you know, the one thing besides all that you want people to know about you, and it could be the very same thing, but when you leave this world, what is the legacy that you want to leave behind?
He was a good person. That's what I want people to say about me. When I leave, when my time comes and they ain't here no more, I want people to say that he was a man of faith. He made the world better. He made impact in my life and people's lives.
Yeah.
You know, he built his community. He did everything right.
Yeah. And you're on that path, bro. You're on that path. And big weekend coming up in a couple of weeks, right? Top 300 Under Armour. Mr. Lawing is going to state his claim. He's definitely a top 300 player coming out. 2-time state champion. Honor roll student. I mean, what more can you ask for? But Tre, I want to thank you, my brother, for coming on the show. This won't be the last one, because I'm telling you watch out for Tre Lawing. Everybody in America will be after him. Quarterback, dog on defense. Dog on offense. Defense is going to be where it's going to be for him, in my opinion. Like I said, I know every Power 5 in the country is going to be after this guy. Tre, again, thank you, man, and good luck to you on your season, and shake a tail feather at the prom tomorrow, brother.
I got you, man. Thank you for having me, bro.
No problem. Have a good one.
Yes, sir.